Hi dear students, welcome to the section of Mathematics of class 10. Today we are going to deal with the MCQs of the chapter Trigonometry. So dear students, Trigonometry, that's a new topic which we are going to deal with, right? In our 9th class we have not at all studied about such a particular topic, and so let me introduce what Trigonometry is. Trigonometry really is a branch of mathematics which deals with the study of right angles triangles, and there is a relation. That's what we are going to study today. There is a relationship between the angle and the side, the angles and the side, because when we are studying in 9th class and 8th class we studied about triangles. We know there are different types of triangles, and each triangle has 3 sides, and if you know 3 measures, it may be 3 angles or it can be 3 sides. You can construct any triangle using the triangular law. If you are coming within the triangular law, you can draw any triangle, right? That was the thing which we studied. But today we are going to study that there is a relationship between angle and the side, especially of a right angled triangle. So that's the thing which we are going to deal with today. So here goes the starting of the chapter Trigonometry. First of all, when we are studying about trigonometry, you must have studied about the trigonometric ratios such as sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta. So actually when I said theta, 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 what actually this theta means? This theta is actually the angle measure. That is the angle, because in polynomials when we are studying, we studied that when we don't know a particular number, when an unknown number is given, we used to represent it by x. That's the study which we studied in our algebra, right? The study of algebra. Whenever we don't know some particular material, we used to consider it as x. So here, this one we are going to consider it as theta. Theta is a Greek letter just to symbolize the, it just gives the symbolification of the angle measure. The angle measure, that's the meaning of theta. So actually let me draw here a triangle and let me introduce one by one. So let's draw a triangle. So I told you this trigonometry deals with the study of right angle triangle, right? So draw a right angle triangle. It's a right angle triangle, and let us take the names as here let it be at B, this is your A and this is your C. So ABC is a right angle triangle, and the main thing is that you can say at B it is right angle, right? At B it is right angled, and you know that the side opposite to the 90 degree is the longest side, and the longest side is what we call the hypotenuse, right? That's hypotenuse. Then this side, that is the base, and this is the perpendicular. But in this chapter, when we are considering about this one, we have to choose any one angle. Let us choose angle A. We are going to consider this angle A, and this angle A, regarding this angle A, you have to formulate the trigonometric ratios. So here goes it. If you are taking angle A for a reference, you can take angle A or you can take angle C. That means both the acute angles, any one of the acute angle you can take. But here for our convenience, I am taking the base angle, that is A. So regarding A, you have to know that this is the hypotenuse. The longest side, AC, is what we call the hypotenuse. And the side opposite to angle A, which is the side opposite to angle A, it is BC. That is what we call the opposite side. Side opposite, opposite side, isn't it? So the CB or BC is what we call the opposite side, and AB is what we call the adjacent side. Means adjacent side means the side which is lying very adjacent to the given angle. So we can say AB is the adjacent side and BC is the opposite side. In some textbooks you can see that BC is referred as the perpendicular and AB is referred as base. But more than that, if you are studying opposite side and adjacent side, that will be much more bigger, much more better for you, because in sometimes this may be a figure given for you and you have to find sin C. Sin C. So at that time this may be the figure given for you. If you want to find the value of sin C, at the time your angle reference is this angle. So at that time actually this is not the perpendicular, but this is the perpendicular, and this becomes the base. So normally there will be a confusion in your mind here. Which one is the perpendicular, which one is the base? Because most probably we will think the thing which is standing straight, upright, that is the perpendicular, right? Every time we used to think like that itself. So better than that, if you are studying about opposite angle, then from here, even if you are taking this angle as reference, the opposite side will be automatically this side itself. It's not going to happen this side, right? It will be always that side itself. That's why I tell you, if you are taking opposite side, adjacent side, hypotenuse, hypotenuse. That will be much more easier. So let us take that one itself. So students, in this triangle, I already told you A is the point of reference, right? From regarding A, taking A, considering A as the angle of reference, from there we are going to speak. So from this one already you know sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta. That's the thing which we are going to deal with. We already studied this chapter, so you know those things. So straightforward, let me come into that trigonometry ratio. First of all, sine A, sine of A. So sine A is equal to, then we will study about cos A, then tan A. These are the three identities, or these are the three trigonometric ratios which you have to study initially. So sine A is opposite side by hypotenuse. So we will write opposite side divided by hypotenuse. What is opposite side of A? It is BC, right? Opposite side of A is BC. So we can write here, it will be BC divided by, what is the hypotenuse? It is AC. Now, what about cos A? It is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Where is your adjacent side? AB is your adjacent side. So AB divided by adjacent side by again hypotenuse itself, AC, like that. Now what about tan theta or tan A? Here it is tan A. So tan A is, here you studied about sine, cos. Now next one is tan A. It is opposite side by adjacent side. What is the opposite side here? It is BC divided by, what is the adjacent side? It is AB. Is that clear? So if you know these three identities, that's the initial thing which you have to learn with. So if you know sine A, then what about cosec A? Cosec A is the reciprocal of sine A, means 1 by sine A is cosec A, means just the opposite of sine A will be cosec A. So if sine A is BC by AC, then cosec A will be AC divided by BC. So now tell me, what will be sec A? Sec is the reciprocal function of cos. So we can say cos A is equal to AB by AC, then sec A will be AC by AB. Is that clear? Now what about cot A? It will be a reciprocal of tan A, right? It is BC by AB, so cot A will be AB divided by BC. So actually you must know only these three things. See, opposite side by hypotenuse, adjacent side by hypotenuse, opposite side by adjacent side. That means hypotenuse will come only in sine theta and cos theta, not in tan theta. Is that clear? And in that way also you can say 1 by 1, if you are taking adjacent side, it never used to comes in sine theta. And if you are considering opposite side will be never coming inside a cos theta. So like this, if you know these things very fast, you can understand which trigonometric ratio is relevant to so as to solve the given problem. This is the first thing which you have to study with. Next one, the complementary angles. When you're studying about complementary angles, sine of 90 minus theta. I told you theta means that is this measure is what we call theta. Okay, sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, and just opposite, cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta. So sine and cos, they have a difference of 90 degree. When you're studying in the diagram, you can understand that. When you're taking a graph and plotting that one, you will understand this. So I think you have already studied about this in your chapter, right? So being the MCQ section, I'm just giving a capsule thing just to understand this thing. That's it. So sine and cos. So similarly, you can take tan and cot, cosec and sec. Means cosec 90 minus theta will be sec theta, and sec 90 minus theta will be cosec theta, and tan 90 minus theta will be cot theta, and cot 90 minus theta will be tan theta. So like this, sine and cos, they are interrelated. So the relationship between sine and cos is that sine 90 minus theta will be cos theta, and the relationship between sine and cosec is sine theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta, or cosec theta is equal to 1 by sine theta. So you must know that one also. The main content we are going to get into right now, that's what we call the identities. Identities, mainly you know that there are 9 identities. Identities are sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1, sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta, and tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1, cosec square theta is equal to cot square theta plus 1, and cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta minus 1. These are the 9 identities. You may be amazed how I can say this much speed, right? How can you get this thing? Because this is the main thing that which students used to get amazed, means they have no idea about this identities, taking theta there and here, there and here. Actually, how we are saying this, you know, there are only 3 identities which you have to keep by heart in your mind. And from that 3 identities, every identity will come over. I will tell you what are the 3 identities. That is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. That is the first thing. From this one you can find sine square theta, right? Sine square theta is equal to 1. Taking the cos square theta to that side, it will become sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Like that, cos square theta is equal to, taking the sine square theta to that side, it will become 1 minus sine square theta. So those 3 equations will come from this single equation. Next one is sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Another one. So from this one, what is sec square theta? Just imagine that you are taking this tan square theta to that side. What it will become? 1 plus tan square theta, because it was minus. When taken to that side, it will become 1 plus tan square theta. So you can say sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Then the third one, just tan square theta. So tan square theta is equal to, if you are taking tan square theta there and putting this 1 to this side, it will become tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1. And the next one is, instead of sec, just you can go forward with cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So actually we can say that if you know these 3 equations, these 3 identities, these are the main 3 identities. So if you know these 3 identities, you can understand. Then the other one which was separated from this one was this complementary angles, right? These are what we call the complementary angles. And this is the trigonometric ratio which you have to understand. So this is the basic things which you have to learn while entering into the chapter of trigonometry. So now, after this one, you have to study about some complementary ratios. You have to study some trigonometric ratios, So regarding trigonometric ratios, if you are studying those trigonometric ratios by heart itself, very fast you will be able to solve the MCQs. Because if you are studying this much, I told you this is the base. Then along with that one, you have to study the complementary ratios, some of the trigonometric ratios. We are going to study the ratios. I will tell you how to deal with that one, so that you can understand very easily what trigonometric ratios are and how to deal with them when you are doing or when you are trying to solve any MCQs. So here goes it. So there are some angles which you have to study. First of all, sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. Only 3 things. There is no need to study cosec, sec and cot, because here also I told you, if you know sine, you can find cosec, just take the reciprocal. If you know cos, you can find sec, take the reciprocal. If you know tan, you can find the cot also, taking the reciprocal. So like this, if you know one, another thing also will come from that one. So that's why you just study only something which is relevant. From that one, try to make the another identities. That will be much more easier for you, or else you will be thinking that trigonometry is something like a big hill and you're not going to climb that in your lifetime. So never think like that. It's so easy if you're understanding that in the correct way. Okay, here goes the complementary ratios or the trigonometry ratios. So sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. Again, we are going to deal with those things, and here there are some angles which you have to study about. The last one is, I'm writing from here to here. So the last one is 90 degree. Then you have to study about 60 degree, 45 degree, 30 degree, 0 degree. So here I am taking sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. So these 3 things are here: sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. If you know this much values, it will be very easy. I will tell you how to understand these values. Okay, sine, first of all, you just need to study by heart the values of sine. Sine 0 is 0. Clear? Sine 0 means theta, the value of theta here is 0. Sine 30 degree, it is 1 by 2. Sine 45 degree, it is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 degree, it is root 3 divided by 2. Sine 90 degree, it is 1. Means this is an increasing function. You can see it is gradually increasing from 0 up to 1. The maximum point is 1. Just opposite will be cos. Means what is sine 90? That will be cos 0. Because already here I told you, when you are studying about, where is it? Here it is. I told you the difference between sine and cos is about 90 degree. So cos 0 is actually sine 90 degree. Okay, so we can write like this: 1 here, root 3 by 2. here, just writing backwards, 1 by root 2, then 1 by 2, finally 0. Okay, that much is clear. From this one thing also you have to know, sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta, and like that cos theta by sin theta is cot theta, reciprocal function. So keeping this in your mind, if you want to find tan theta, you have to find sin by cos. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. So this one divided by this one will be this one. So tell me 0 by 1, it is 0 itself. 1 by 2 divided by root 2, root 3 by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. 1 by root 2, 1 by root 3, it is remaining. Now here 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. The numerator and denominator are the same number, so while cancelling them together, you will get 1 itself. Root 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Root 3 by 1 will be there. That means it is root 3. Next one, 1 by 0. 1 by 0 means we can't divide it by 0. It's not defined. So we will put it as infinity. We don't know. It's not defined. So you got this much. Now, if you want to find cosec, what about cosec? Take the reciprocal. 1 by sine. 1 by sine is cosec. So 1 by 0. What is 1 by 0? It is not defined, right? So it will be not defined. What about cosec 30? Take the reciprocal of this one. What will become? 2 by 1. That means it is 2. Then what about cosec 45? Root 2 by 1. It is root 2 itself. What about cosec 60? 2 by root 3. Like that, just take the reciprocals. If you want to find sec 30. What is sec 30? What is cos 30? It was root 3 by 2. So sec 30 will be the reciprocal. So it will become 2 by root 3. So like this, if you know sine, cos and tan, from this one you can find cosec, sec and cot. So this much things you have to keep in your mind. From this much information only we can get into the chapter. So I'm just keeping this information here starting on the board. Let it be here itself. Let us keep there without touching. So these are the important things which you have to study. Now let us get into the chapter, and now let us deal with the MCQ sessions. Hi dear students, welcome to the section of mathematics of class 10. Today we are going to deal with the MCQs of the chapter Trigonometry. So here goes the very first question before you. The value of cos 0 degree into cos 1 degree into cos 2 degree into, like that, cos 89 degree into cos 90 degree is. So what actually it is given? Cos 0 degree into cos 1 degree into cos 2 degree. So here you have studied, you know only this much, right? You know only this much. So cos 0 degree into cos 1 degree into cos 2 degree. Leave everything behind. You don't know that one. Actually, you know only these functions, right? Here there are only 5 functions. You know only about these 5 functions. But they are asking plenty. But let me remind you one thing. See here, from this one thing is very clear, that cos 90 degree is 0. So in our question, cos 90 is also given there towards the last, right? Cos 0 degree, cos 1 degree, cos 2 degree, cos 3 degree, cos 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this 89, and cos 90 degree. Multiply all these numbers, means you have to find the product of all these numbers. So anyhow, whatever the value is, cos 1 degree of cos 2 degree, cos 6, it doesn't matter. But finally when you're getting multiplied by 0, the whole thing becomes 0. Isn't it? So if already you know that cos 90 is 0 degree, so we will say that the answer of this question is 0 degree. Without touching the pen itself, you are getting the answer, right? So you will choose the relevant one. So 0 is the answer for that question, because when you are saying cos 90, and let me remind you, if it is given in sine, there also you already know sine 0 is 0 itself. So if it is given, the question is given like this, sine 0 into cos sine 0 into sine 1 degree into sine 2 degree into whatever it is, sine 0 is already 0. So whatever you are going to multiply, the final product is going to become 0 itself. So for this typical type of question, there is no need to do anything. It's 0 itself. So you can choose the correct answer. You can mark it. 0 is the right answer. Going to the next question. If x tan 45 degree into sine 30 degree is equal to cos 30 degree into tan 30 degree, then x is equal to. Okay, so here let me just mention what it is given. What is given? X tan 45 degree, right? X tan 45 degree into sine 30 degree is equal to, what is given? Cos 30 degree into tan 30 degree. You have to find the value of this x. Now tell me, x into, what is tan 45? What is tan 45? It is 1. So x into 1 into sin 30 degree. What is sin 30 degree? It is 1 by 2 is equal to, what is cos 30? Cos 30, it is root 3 by 2 into tan 30. It is 1 by root 3. Here you can see root 3 and root 3 will get cancelled, right? Now x into 1 is x itself, x by 2. Taking this 2 to that side, here only x will become, x is equal to, here root 3 and root 3 already cancelled. Now 1 by 2 is the only thing which is remaining over this area, and taking this 1 by 2 to that side will become into 2 by 1. Now 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Finally you will get 1 as the answer. So 1 is the correct answer. That's all. If you know the values, just put them, place them, and just try to solve them. You will get it. The main thing is that you must know these things. That's why initially I gave you the idea behind this one. Hope you understood. Next question. Sin 2b is equal to 2 sin b. Let me write it. Sin 2b is equal to 2 sin b. So this is the thing which is given. Is true when b is equal to, there are 4 options given here: 0 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Which one is the relevant option? See here, just imagine like this. If you are giving here 30 degree, just imagine that if you are giving here, without doing itself, we can find the answer. See, if you are giving here 30 degree, 2 into 30, it will become 60 degree, right? It will become 60 degree. What about here? That 30 you have to give here itself. So if you are giving 2 into 30, it will become sin 60 degree. What is sin 60? It is root 3 by 2. Keep that in your mind. Now, if you are giving the same 30, you have to give here also. If you are giving here 30, you have to give here also 30. So 2 into sin 30. What is sin 30? Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So 2 into 1 by 2 is 1. What did we got here? It was root 3 by 2. What did we got here? It is 1. Is it true? No. That means even if you are giving a smaller value, it's not going to become equal. Right? So that means even if you are giving 30 degree or 60 degree or 90 degree, the same thing is going to happen. What about 0 degree? If you are giving here 0 degree, this will become sin 0. Sin 0 is 0 itself. Keep that in your mind. You got this area. Sin 0 is 0 itself. Now let us place that same 0 here. Here again 0, sin 0. What is sin 0? 0. So 2 into 0, 0 itself. That means the measurement will be B. If you want to equate these two equations, then the value which you have to give to the angle B is 0 degree. So you will choose the correct option. Answer 0 is the right option. Here goes the next question before you. If A, B, C are the interior angles of triangle ABC. So there is a triangle given and A, B, C are referred as the interior angles of the triangle. Is that clear? Now the condition given here is cos B plus C by 2. Cos B plus C divided by 2 is equal to, you have to find this one. So there are 4 options given here. Among this, which one is the right option? That's what your problem is. So what about cos B plus C by 2? In a fraction of a second, I will just give you a hint also from this one. Very fast you are going to get. See, here already I told you there is a relationship between sine and cos, right? There is a relation. So whenever a cos is being asked, your answer is going to happen sine itself. Keep this in your mind, sine itself. Okay, it's a lengthy process. If you are studying this in the chapter, you can understand it's a 3-mark question or it may be a 4-mark question. That much a lengthy process you have to do, but there is nothing to worry about. Whenever you are seeing such a question, if cos is given, sine is your answer. And already it is mentioned A, B and C are the angles. A, B and C are the angles of the given triangle. So here B and C is already given. So the missing part is A, and A by 2 will be the right answer. That's all. Nothing to worry about. You can, for 1-mark question, this information is quite enough. But if you want to do for 3-mark question and 4-mark question, you have to refer the video of trigonometry. Refer there, you will get the answer how to do this one in the lengthy process. So actually, if in cos it is given, it is B and C is given, then the missing part is A, so A by 2 will be the answer. Next one, if just imagine A plus B is given, then the answer will be C by 2. Okay, then if A plus C is given, the answer will be B by 2. Like that. Which letter is missing from here, that letter will come here divided by 2. And if it is cos, it will be sine. If it is sine, that will be cos. If it is sec, it will be cosec, and if it is cosec, this will be sec, and if it is cot, this will be tan, and if it is tan, this will be cot. Means sine and cos, cosec and sec, tan and cot. These are the relations. So just imagine, just understand that much. So whenever you are seeing this typical type of question, just choose this one. B and C is there. Okay, A is not there. So missing property is A. Missing thing is A. So put that either A by 2. Cos. That's why sine. Like that. In fraction of a second, you will get the answer. Hope you understood. So here goes the next question before you. In triangle ABC, right angled at B. So it's a triangle ABC. It's right angled at B. So first of all, let us draw the triangle. So we are just simply drawing the triangle, and it's clearly mentioned it's right angled at B. A triangle which is right angled at B. So the other two parts will be A and C, right? Then what is given inside the question? AB is equal to 24 and BC is 7. So AB is 24 centimeter, BC is 7 centimeter. You mark it. You have to find the value of tan C. So this is your angle tan C. What is tan? Tell me tan. Opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is AB. By adjacent side is BC. So opposite side by adjacent side is AB by BC. It is 24 by 7. 24 by 7. That's it. That's the answer. So actually, if you know these equations from that equation, just straightforward drop it down. But initially you have to draw the figure, and then that means when you're drawing the figure, actually very clearly you can understand that. You will get an idea where it is, what it is, like that. Means which is the opposite side, which is the adjacent side. So the figure gives a clear-cut idea behind this one. Okay, so that's it. So the option 24 by 7 is the right answer. Next one, we have to find the value of sine 30 degree plus cos 60 degree minus sine 60 degree plus cos 30 degree. Okay, so sine 30 degree, right? That is the first thing. Sine 30 degree plus cos 60 degree. What is sine 30? It is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus what is next one? Sine 30 degree plus cos 60 degree. Cos 60 is also 1 by 2 itself. So the first part is over. Minus sine 60 degree. It is root 3 by 2 plus cos 30 degree. Cos 30 is also root 3 by 2. That's why I told you, if you know the values very fast, you will be able to solve this one. Now 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is half. 1 by 2 is another half. Half plus half is 1 itself. There is no need to write taking the denominators and then common denominator is 2, then multiplying by that 1 plus 1 is 2, then 2 by 2 is 1. There is no need. 1 by 2 means it's half. So half plus half is full 1. That's it. Minus. Here you can take like that. 2 and 2, they are common. Root 3 plus root 3 is 2 root 3, and 2 and 2 will cut. 1 minus root 3 is the answer. So you will choose that 1 minus root 3 is the answer. So like this, if you know the values, straightforward, put the values inside that one and you can solve that one. It's so easy. Going to the next question. If cos x is equal to 2 by 3. So cos x is equal to 2 by 3. That is given. Cos x is equal to 2 by 3. This is given, okay? Then you have to find tan x. Tan x. See, cos x is given 2 by 3. Cos x is given 2 by 3. Just imagine that this is the triangle itself, and just imagine this is your x. This is your x. Just imagine that this is your x. Okay, cos x. What is cos? It is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. That means your adjacent side is 2 and your hypotenuse is 3. Adjacent side by hypotenuse means this one, the adjacent side is 2 and the hypotenuse is 3. In this triangle, right? 2 and 3. What do you want to find? You want to find tan x. Tan, opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent. Anyhow, adjacent side is 2. Opposite side divided by adjacent side. Tell me what will be the length of opposite side. By using Pythagoras theorem, you can say this side is equal to root of hypotenuse square minus base square. So that is root of, what is it? 3 square minus 2 square. 3 square is 9. 2 square is 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. So that will be root 5. So we can say here, this will be root 5. So the answer is tan x is equal to root 5 by 2. That means whenever you are getting like this, prepare a rough sketch of a right angle triangle and drop the values there accordingly by using the equation. Then you will get, and which side you have to find that side. And then just by equation, you can bring it down. So this is the way. Isn't it easy? Yeah. Going to the next question. 5 tan square A minus 5 sec square A plus 1 is equal to. So let me write that one. 5 tan square A minus 5 sec square A plus 1. So from first both of this thing 5 is common. Let me take the 5 as common. So it will become tan square A minus sec square A plus 1. Tan square A minus sec square A. Tan square theta minus sec square theta. Is there a formula like that? No. It is sec square theta minus tan square theta, right? If it was sec square theta minus tan square theta, you could substitute it by 1. What about tan square theta minus sec square theta? See, I will tell you. 4 minus 3, how much it is? It is 1. What about 3 minus 4? It's minus 1. Right? Means if you're interchanging that one, the sign changes. So I can say here, if sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1, then definitely tan square theta minus sec square theta will be minus 1. So I can substitute here 5 into minus 1 plus 1. Tell me, 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. Minus 5 plus 4 is minus 4. So minus 4 is the answer. So like this you can get it. Clear? So here goes the next question before you. The value of the expression sine raised to 6 theta. Let me write that one. So here you have to find the value of the expression. So here sine raised to 6 theta plus cos raised to 6 theta plus 3 sine square theta cos square theta. You have to find the value of this one. How to find the value? I tell you. You already know the identity sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Let us take that identity here. Taking that identity, how can you write that one? So, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Here you want sine raised to 6 theta. That means you have to take the cube roots. Taking cubes on both sides. This whole cube and this one whole cube means this is the whole cube and here 1 cube. What about a plus b the whole cube? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. So a cube, the first one here it is this one, a cube. So instead of a it is sine square theta. So a cube means sine square theta the whole cube plus b cube. Here it is b is cos square theta. So b cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab, ab sine square theta cos square theta, 3ab into a plus b. Here it is a, this is b. So sine square theta plus cos square theta means a plus b is over is equal to, tell me what is the cube of 1? It is 1 itself. You got that much. Now sine square theta the whole cube is sine raised to 6 theta plus this will become cos raised to 6 theta plus here 3 sine square theta into cos square theta into sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, right? By the identity it is 1. So we can write into 1. I'm not writing that into 1. So it's equal to 1. Isn't this the question which is asked? Sine raised to 6 theta plus cos raised to 6 theta plus 3 sine square theta into cos square. That's 1. That's all. So like this, by the non-equation you have to do it. In case rather than sine, if it is coming sec, you have to take that equation. If it is cosec, you take the third equation. The only method is if it is 6, you have to find the cube. Just imagine that here if it is given square, okay, sine square, something like that. So accordingly, according to that one, you have to categorize that one. Means what it is. So take the relevant identity and take the cube or take the square. Whatever it is, according to the question, you have to change it. Is that clear? That's it. So one final question from that section. If cos 9a is equal to sine a, cos 9a is equal to sine a. If this is given, you have to find tan a. Tan 5a, you have to find tan 5a. Tan 5a is the thing which you have to find. That means tan 5a. This is the thing which you have to find. So this is the given thing. So cos of a particular angle is equal to sine. But when two different trigonometric identities are given, you cannot equate them and you cannot take the same angles and equate them, because here it is a function of cos, here is the function of sine. So first what you have to do is you have to bring these two into the same thing. So this one implies, say cos 9a is equal to, sine function can be written here. You can see, if you want to change a sine to cos, you can write 90 minus theta. So here instead of sine I can write cos of 90 minus, here instead of theta it is a. Now on both sides cos are there, so now you can equate it. That means 9a is equal to 90 minus a. 9a is equal to 90 minus a. If you are substituting this one, if you are bringing this a to this side, it will become 9a plus a is equal to 90. 9a plus a is 10a. 10a is equal to 90. That means a is equal to 9. Right? You got the value a is equal to 9. Now you got the value a. Now tell me, what about 5a? 5 nines are 5 into 9. It is 45, right? So what is tan 45? Tan 45 is 1. Right? The value of tan 45 is 1. So the answer of this question is 1. So this is the way how to understand the question and how to solve that one. So that's it from trigonometry. So I hope you understood, and again I repeat, if you know the equations regarding this one, if you know the identities, and if you know where to use them in the perfect way, definitely it will help you a lot in achieving the correct solution in the given time. That's very important. Timing is very important. The management of time is very important while doing these two things. So keep on practicing, and that will increase your speed. Again I tell you that keep on practicing again and again, so that your speed of solving the given problems will be very increased. It will be rapidly increasing very high. So that's why I tell you, keep on going like this. So that's it for today's class. We will again meet in the next video with a new chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye. Hi dear students, welcome back to the section of mathematics of class 10. Today we are going to study the MCQ sections of the chapter area related to circles. So dear students, regarding circles, we already have studied in our previous classes. We know what a circle is, and the total dimensions which is required so as to draw a circle is only a single dimension, and that is its radius. That means if a radius is given and if you have a center point, definitely you can draw any circle, right? That's the thing which we already know. There are two things which comes into your mind when we are studying about circles. Number one, the circumference of a circle. Number two, the area of a circle. What does it mean by circumference of a circle? Circumference, actually the point or the term, it means that the total perimeter itself. When we are studying about rectangle, when we are studying about triangles and square, means those particular figures we used to study about the perimeter. Here, as it is of a circular manner, we used to use the word circumference. So the equation to find the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r or pi d, because 2r is what we call the diameter. So taking that into concern, we can write it as pi d, or we can say it as 2 pi r. Okay. Next thing, area of a circle. What is the area of a circle? Area means the total space included within the boundary of the circle, right? And that is what we call the area. And to find the area of a circle, we have an equation. Area of a circle is equal to pi r square. And the value of pi is 22/7. In some cases, we used to take it as 3.14. These are the general things which you already know. So today in this chapter, we are going to study some new things. First one, what we are going to study is the area of the circular path. If you are taking a circular path, for example, if you are taking a circle, just imagine that there is a circle like this. It's a bigger circle, and then again after this one, you are considering a smaller circle within this one with a center. So just think that the radius of the smaller circle means from here to here, it is small r, because it is the radius of the smaller circle. That's why, just to understand that one, I took it as small letter r. And the radius of the bigger circle, this one, that is capital R. The bigger one r and the smaller one r. Now tell me, what about the area which is included between these two circles? Means, you know, if you are considering the area between this one, means this area, right? This part. If you are considering this much part, how can you understand that much? You have to do the area of the total bigger circle minus area of the smaller circle, right? If you are considering the area of the total circle, you will get the whole area. From that one, if you are removing this much part and throwing it away, if you are removing this much part, then the rest of the area will be this area which we needed, right? So that is what we call as a ring, or that is what is called as the circular path. So the area of the circular path or the area of the ring, we can say like that, the area of the ring, area of the ring is equal to pi r square, the total area of the bigger circle, minus pi small r square. If we are taking pi into common, we will take it pi into r square minus r square, capital R square minus small r square, right? So what is r square minus r square? Because a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So you can write like this. If you are taking pi outside, you can take it as pi into capital R plus small r into capital R minus small r. So in general, we used to use that typical equation whenever we want to find the area of a ring or area of a circular path. Is that clear? Okay, that's the first thing. Next, the important thing which you have to understand about this one is what we call the arc. What is called arc? There are two typical types of arc. One is called the major arc. Second one is called the minor arc. What does it mean by major, minor? From the term itself, it is very clear. Major means the bigger one. Minor means the smaller one. Arc means it's the portion of the circle. It's not the total circle, it is a portion of the circle. Okay, it's a portion of the circle. So how can we consider that it is a major or it is a minor? I will tell you, if the total length of the circle or the arc, if the total length of the arc is greater than the semicircle. What is semicircle? Half of the circle, right? Semicircle means half circle. So the area of the total circle was pi r square. So area of the semicircle will be half pi r square. Like that. Circumference of the total circle is pi r. Right? Total it is 2 pi r. Then half of it will be 1 by 2 into 2 pi r means it's only pi r. So like that you can take the half. So only the half is what we call the semicircle. And if an arc, if the total length of the arc is bigger than the semicircle, if it is bigger than the semicircle, that arc is what we call the major arc. And if it is lesser than the semicircle, that is what we call the minor arc. What if it is just same as that of the semicircle? It's just called the semicircle arc, right? It's the half itself. Okay, no need to think about that one. These are the two typical things which you have to understand. Major arc and minor arc. Now we are going to find some equations regarding these things. These equations are very important. And let me tell you, when you are studying this chapter, there are plenty of equations to find the length of the minor arc, length of the major arc, length of the minor sector, length of the major sector, length of the minor segment, length of the major segment, area of that one, perimeter of the, there's plenty of things are there. But actually I will tell you a simple one which you have to understand. Just to focus on the major part or on the minor part. Any one of them, that's enough. But for easiness, I will tell you that you have to focus on the minor arc. If you're finding the length, you have to remember the length of the minor arc, area of the minor segment, area of the major, like that means everything minor segment, okay, then minor sector, minor arc. From that one automatically you will be able to find the major one also. So there is no need to study all the equations together and just make your head making into a problem, right? So that's very good that if you are just understanding this minor, that's enough. So from here, let me tell you, the first equation which you have to study is the length of the minor arc, the length of the minor arc. So if you are studying the length of the minor arc, from that one I told you, you can find the length of the major arc also. So length of the minor arc. Length of minor arc is equal to, watch this one very carefully. We already know the circumference of the circle was 2 pi r. So it is 2 pi r into theta divided by 360. Theta is actually the angle measure. Whenever a particular sum regarding this chapter is given, definitely the theta will be, theta is the angle which is made, means it's the measure of the central angle. It's the measure of the central angle. Whenever you're taking an arc also, from that both the arcs, if you're joining two chords towards the center or two radius towards the center, the angle inscribed within this one is what we call theta. So every time the theta will be given. So keep this theta by 360 in mind. Actually, I'm taking like this. In other textbook, you can see pi r into 1 by theta by 180, you can see like that also. Actually they cancel this 2 and 360 by the table of 2 and they made it as 180. You can do it like that, but theta by 360, I'm using this particular word again and again because when I'm going to explain to you the next topics, you can understand why I took this point. So the circumference into theta by 360 will give the length of the minor arc. Now you got the length of the minor arc. How will you find the length of the major arc? See, I will tell you. What about the total length of the arc of the circle? That is what we call the circumference of the circle. What is it? It is 2 pi r. So 2 pi r minus this minor arc. How much is minor arc is there? From the total, if you are subtracting the minor arc, the rest will be the major arc. Right? So from this one, you can say the length of the major arc will be, it will be 2 pi r minus 2 pi r into theta by 360. Just subtract it from 2 pi r. That's all. So that's why I tell you, if you're understanding the minor, from that one automatically you will be able to find the major one. Now the next topic is what we call the sector of a circle. What is called the sector of a circle? So here you saw that this is a circle, right? With a single midpoint there. You can see this is the center of the circle. From the center, if you are drawing to radius, so the portion between these two radius and this minor arc, this is the minor arc, this is the major arc, right? So this is the minor arc and this is what we call the theta. Okay, that is the theta. So this one, this much portion is what we call the sector. Something, just imagine that you are taking a pizza, right? Most of you might have had this pizza. So when you're cutting pizzas, you used to cut in this shape. So each piece of the pizza which you are taking out, pulling out, that's what we call the sector. It's easy to remember like that, right? So that is what we call the sector. And now, how to find the area of this sector and how to find the perimeter of the sector. So I told you this is the minor sector. What about this one? This will be the major sector. I told you what is a sector? A sector is the total space which is included between two radius and the arc. Included arc. So if you're considering this arc, this will become the minor sector. If you're considering this arc, this portion, this bigger portion, that will become the major, right? That will become the major sector. That's the difference. So let us go with the minor sector. So area of this minor sector, will be equal to, I'm just writing simply like this, area of the minor sector. What is the equation to find the area of a circle? It is pi r square. So pi r square into theta divided by 360. Here it was 2 pi r and now it is area, that's why I took it as pi r square into theta by 360. So that from this equation you will find the area of the minor. What about finding the area of the major? Total area minus area of the minor, right? From the total area, if you are subtracting this much area, the area which is left will be the major area itself. So what is the total area? It is pi r square. So we can say the area of the bigger arc or the area of the bigger sector or the major sector is equal to pi r square minus pi r square into theta by 360. Like that you can find the area. Now the next one is the perimeter. Now I told you about area. Now let me tell you about perimeter. What about the perimeter of this sector? Perimeter means the total length, right? This much length. This one plus this much area plus this one. That's what we call the perimeter. So now tell me, what is this one? It is r. R plus r, it is 2r. So 2r plus, what about this one? This arc is what we call the minor arc. So r plus the length of minor arc will be the total perimeter of the sector. Now tell me, r plus r is 2r, we wrote that much. What about the length of the minor arc? Length of the minor arc, we already know it is 2 pi r into theta by 360. So here you can write 2 pi r into theta by 360 degree. So this is what we called the perimeter. This is how we have to find the perimeter of the minor sector. Now the next one is segment. Segment means, in the same figure I will show you where the segment comes. If you are drawing a chord like this, I'm taking it as AB. If you are drawing a chord AB, take the center as O. So here you can see there is a triangle also. This area within this one means the area included between these two, and this was what we called sector. The area between two radius and the arc is what we call the sector. Segment means this will be the area, this part. In the previous time I told you, just remember about pizza, right? But here let me tell you, if you just imagine that you are taking a cookies, a biscuit, okay, a biscuit of round in shape, and you are just making it 2 pieces, something like that. You will get a small piece, you will get a bigger piece, and that small piece is what we call the minor segment, and the bigger one will be obviously the major segment. Now this area, the shaded area, that is what we call the segment. Now tell me, how can you define a segment? The segment will be the area between the arc and a chord. Arc and a chord. So here obviously we can say this one, it's a minor segment. Now from minor segment you have to find the area of this minor segment. So area of minor segment, area of minor segment is equal to, how to find the area of this much part? See, from this one, if you know the area of the minor sector and if you know the area of this triangle, so area of the minor sector means the total area minus, from that one if you are subtracting the area of this triangle, definitely the left area will be the area of this part. That is what we call the minor segment. So we can say the area of the minor segment will be equal to, how you can mention that one? Area of the corresponding sector minus area of the corresponding triangle. Now area of the corresponding sector, what is the area of the corresponding sector? Here it is this sector. So how to find that one? It is pi r square into theta by 360, right? Minus, from this one what you have to minus? You have to subtract the area of this triangle. This triangle is having a specialty. What is the specialty of this triangle? It's already 2 sides, it's already known, both of them are radius itself. So we can say it is an isosceles triangle. But one thing is there, you know the angle measure of that angle also, right? You know the angle measure. So whenever a triangle is inscribed within a circle, the total area, whenever we used to find the area of a triangle, there are plenty of methods. If you want to find the area of any triangle, normally we will use half into base into height. But here we cannot use that one because one degree measure is given, one angular measure is given there. So in this case, the area of such a triangles can be found by using the equation half into r square into sine theta. So we can write minus half r square. So these are the equations which you have to know. If you know this much equations very fast from this equation, you can come to the MCQ sections. So first of all, you have to study the equations very carefully. Now let us get into the MCQ part. So let us get into the very first question of the MCQ of the chapter areas related to circles. The first question is, the perimeter of the circle having radius 5 cm is equal to. The perimeter of a circle having radius 5 cm. So the radius is 5 cm. You know what is the perimeter of a circle? What is the perimeter of a circle? Actually, the perimeter means it is the circumference itself. I told you this is about 1 mark question, so I am not using the pen or pencil or anything. Let us try without using those things. If you are able to find the answer, that's great, right? So here goes the question before you. Now from this question, it is very clear that the radius is mentioned. It is 5 cm. And you have to find the perimeter. That means you have to find the circumference. The equation is 2 pi r. 2 into pi into r. What is pi? It is 3.14. So 2 into 3.14 into 5, because here r is 5. So tell me, 5 2s are 10. So 10 into 3.14. 3.14 into 10. Means whenever you are checking a decimal number, and if you have to multiply by 10, rather than multiplying it by 10, what you have to do, you have to take the decimal point and change it to one place towards the right. So that 3.14 will become 31.4. So the answer is 31.4. See, we didn't use our pen or pencil or anything. Without using anything, you got the first one's answer. That's the way. If you're using for everything, don't go behind the pen and pencil. Don't go starting doing mathematics. That means there is a question, then there is a problem. You have to solve it. Where is the pen? Take the paper. Don't go like that. There are some easy things. If you're understanding those things very perfectly, very fast, you can understand maths. You will get the solution, and maths will become an easy thing for you also. So here the answer for the first question is 31.4, and without using the pen we got the answer. That's great, right? Now let us go to the next question, question number 2. The largest triangle inscribed in a semicircle of radius r, then the area of the triangle is. So there is a semicircle. Let's draw it, right? There is a semicircle. So that is the center of the semicircle, and one thing is very clearly given. What is given there? The radius is given. It is r. Okay, this is the radius from here to here. It is r. Now what is the question? If you are inscribing a triangle inside the largest triangle, so whenever you are trying to draw a largest triangle within this one, if you are trying to draw a largest triangle inside this one, definitely it will consume all the base area and it will come like this. It will be like this. This will be the triangle. Okay, so you have to find the area of this triangle. What is the equation to find the area of the triangle? It is half BH, half into base into height. So what about base and height? If you know base and height, you can find the area of any triangle. So tell me, what is the base of this one? This is the base, right? Just take it as AB. So AB is the base. You know from A to O, this is the center. A to O, that is the radius. From O to B, that is also the radius. So radius plus radius, it is 2r. So we can say the base is 2r. So half into base into height. Half into what is the base? It is AB. The total length of AB is 2r. Half into base into height means this is the height. Actually, this is also the radius, right? That will be also the same radius. So we can consider it as r itself. 2 and 2 will cancel. R into r is r square. So the answer is r square. So like this, you can find it. So that's it. And that's the answer of the question. Answer is r square. Now, next question. The area of a circle that can be inscribed in a square of side 10 centimeter. Means there is a square given. Just imagine in your mind, a square is given. The total length of the square is given 10 centimeter, means each side will be 10 centimeter each. You have to draw a circle. That means a circle should be inscribed inside this triangle. So if you are drawing a circle within this one, definitely it will be something like this, right? And now what is your task? You have to find the area of this circle. I told you, whenever you want to find the area or anything regarding a circle, circle is having only a single dimension, that is its radius. So the main thing is you have to find the radius, means from the center till here. This is actually half of this one, isn't it? Altogether, if it is 10, from here to here, definitely it is 5 centimeters. So you got the radius is 5 centimeter. Now, what is the equation to find the radius of the circle? Pi r square. See the options here. What are the options given here? 40 pi, 30 pi, 100 pi, 25 pi. So everything is in pi. So there is no need to substitute the value of pi. Just speak it in pi itself. Just give it in pi itself. Tell me, so how much pi the total area is? So the equation to find the area is pi r square. Now the r is 5. 5 square means 5 5 is 25. So 25 pi. 25 pi. Is there that option? Yes. The fourth option, 25 pi, is the answer for this question. You got it. So here goes the next question before you. The perimeter of the sector with a radius 10.5 centimeter and the sector angle 60 degree is. That means you have to find the perimeter of the sector. Perimeter of the sector. This is your sector. Perimeter of the sector, this one. Perimeter of the sector. Okay, you know the equation. So that's why I told you initially, you must know the equations very good. Now the equation is there. Perimeter is equal to 2r plus 2 pi r into theta by 360. What is theta? It is 60 degree. What is r? It is 10.5. It is 10.5. So the radius is given. So let us come one by one. So the perimeter P, you have to find P itself, right? So see how we are doing, because this is not about a 4-mark question or not a 3-mark, it's just a 1-mark question. You have to deal with the MCQ portions. So in a fraction of a second, how much simply you can make the answer. That's the very important thing which you have to understand. So perimeter P is equal to simply. From there, 2r. 2r means 2 into r. What is our r here? It is 10.5. So 10.5 into 2. 2 into 10.5. The twice of 10.5. How much it is? 21. Whenever you have to multiply by 2, just find that twice. That's it. So 10.5. The twice of 10.5 is 21. So you got it, 21 plus that much is over. 2r is over. 2 pi r into theta by 360. What is theta? It is 60. So 2 into, so here regarding pi, there may be a confusion that whether you want to take 22 by 7 or whether you want to go with 3.14, because in the previous question we went with 3.14. So here actually very wisely you have to choose that one. See here, you know that already 21 is there, and you know that 10.5 is the radius given, and 10.5 is divisible by 7. 10.5 is divisible by 7. Keeping that in your mind, as it is divisible by 7, obviously you have to take here 22 by 7, because it comes inside the table of 7, right? So that's why we are going to that way. So 2 into, instead of pi we are going to write 22 by 7 into, tell me, 2 pi is over, r is 10.5 into theta by 360. What is theta? Theta is 60 degree, it is given. So 60 by 360. That's equal to 21 plus, here 7 and 10.5 you can cancel, 7 ones are 7, here 7 ones are 7 point, then 3 is remainder, 35, 7 5s are 35. 60, this 0 and 0 you can cancel them together, and 6 and 36, 6 ones are 6, 6 are 36. 2 and 6 you can cancel, 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6. 3 and 15 you can cancel, 3 ones are 3, either here you can write 3 5s are 15, but point is there, so point will be there. Now what is left there? 122 into 0.5. 22 into 0.5. What is 0.5 actually? There is no need to multiply. I will tell you. What is 0.5? It is 1 by 2. Half is what we call 0.5, right? 11.5 means 11 and a half. 1.5 means 1 and a half. So 0.5 means half. So 22 into half means half of 22. Tell me. It's 11. So now tell me, 21 plus 11. 21 plus 10 is 31. 31 plus 1, 32. So 32 centimeter. That's the perimeter, right? So you got the answer. So in fraction of a second, just by taking that equation and just implying that wherever you need just to substitute the values, you will get the equation. You will get the final solution. So there it is. The answer of this question is 32 centimeter. So here goes the next question before you. In a circle of radius 21 centimeter, an arc subtends an angle of 60 degree at the center. The length of the arc is, you have to find the length of the arc. What is the equation to find the length of the arc? Length of the arc. 2 pi r into theta by 360. That means if you know the radius and if you know the theta, you will get it. So see there, focus your eyes on that equation, length of the minor arc. You are going to find that one. What is the thing given here? Theta is given. It is 60 degree. So let us do the last portion. Theta by 360. 60 by 360. Cancelling 0 and 0. 6 and 36. 1 by 6 will be there. Keep that in your mind. Only 1 by 6 is left there. Okay. That much is over. 1 by 6. Now 2 into pi. Pi is 22 by 7. So 2 into, let's do it. 2 into 22 by 7 into radius r. What is the radius given here? It's 21. Into last portion theta by 360. I told you it is, right now it is 1 by 6. Because it was 60 by 360. Cancelling 0 and 0. 6 and 36. You got 1 by 6. Now from this one tell me. 7 and 21 will be cancelled. This will become 3. 3 and 6 will get cancelled. 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Finally, what is there left? Only 22 is left, right? So we will say this 22 is the answer. So you can say 22 centimeter. That's the answer. So actually how to find this one? If you know the equation, from that equation, whatever things are given inside the question, whether they are known or not. If you want to find those things, then you have to use some equations and then you have to go behind those things. But here you can see that very straightforward those things are given. So this is all about this chapter. I hope you understood the MCQ parts. These are the main questions which are expected to come from this chapter. So I hope you understood, you enjoyed the class. So this is the way how to understand the MCQ part and do it within a single minute. That's very important. The time consuming is so important. So I hope you will understand these things and keep on practicing so that your speed will increase and you will never waste any time sitting inside your examination hall. So that's it for today's class. We'll meet again in the next video with a new chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye. Hi dear students, welcome. Welcome to the section of Mathematics MCQs of chapter Probability. So dear students, in this chapter we are going to study how to deal with the MCQ sections. That means the 1 mark questions, how to deal them and how to solve the problems within 1 minute. That's the thing which we are going to deal today. So here goes the very first question before you. If a digit is chosen at random from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then the probability that it is odd is, that means the numbers are given from 1 to 9. So let us mark them. The numbers are given from 1 to 9. That means altogether there are 9 numbers, right? So from 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, up to 9. 9 numbers are given. Okay, that's the first thing which you have to understand. And what is the question asked here? The question is that you have to find the probability. So when you are finding the probability, the formula of finding probability means the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. I repeat, whenever you are getting a question, this is the method how to find the probability. You have to find the total favorable outcomes. What is a favorable outcome? That's the first thing you have to find. Then divide that one by the total number of outcomes. Is that clear? So here tell me what is the total number of outcome? It is 9. So let us keep that in mind. It is 9. So 9 will be coming on the denominator part because it's a 1 mark question. So very fast we are going to get into the question. That's why I'm writing like this. Okay. So there are total 9 outcomes. You can see from 1 to 9 there are 9 numbers. So the total outcome is 9. From this, what is the favorable outcome? What is the meaning of favorable outcome? That means what is your question? What is being asked inside your question? What is the thing which is asked inside the question? The probability that it is odd, right? That's the question. The probability that it's odd. So tell me, how many numbers are there which are odd? From this one, just start counting. How many numbers are there? 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. There are 5 numbers. So simply we can write 5. 5 and 9. That's your answer. So see, in this same question, if they are asking that, find the probability that the number obtained is even, what would be your answer? Because here you can see there are 4 options given: 4 by 9, 5 by 9, 1 by 9 and 2 by 3. Among this, you can see this is the option, or the second one was the correct option. So if just imagine that the question asked was about to find the probability of even numbers, obtaining even numbers. So at the time, which are the even numbers? Here you can see 2, 4, 6 and 8. There are only 4. Among 9 all together, from total 9 there are only 4. So what will be the correct option? That will be your very first option itself, right? 4 by 9. So this is the way how to understand a question. Total outcomes, how much is there, that you have to write on the denominator part. And what is your favorable outcome, that you have to mention on the top. That's it. That's your answer. Hope you understood, right? Going to the next question. If 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, then the probability of getting at least 2 heads are. So here you can see 3 coins. They are tossed simultaneously. Means you are taking 3 coins. Imagine you are taking 3 coins and you are tossing them. So what is the probability? So first of all, you have to know how many outcomes are there. So here it was easy because it was given like this, 1 to 9. The numbers are given and you have to count them. Or you can find like this. For example, if the numbers are given from, just imagine, from 19 to 25 or 19 to 99. How many numbers are there? From 19 to 99, how many numbers are there? How you will find 99 minus 19 plus 1. Because from 1 to 9, how many numbers are there? 9 minus 1. What is 9 minus 1? It is 8. 8 plus 1, it is 9. That's why it came here as 9. Keep that in your mind, okay? When you're counting the numbers, this is the way how to understand that one, okay? Leave it behind. So now what I said means, there are 3 coins which are being tossed simultaneously. So when you're tossing a coin, how many outcomes are there? That's the first thing which you have to understand, right? How many outcomes? So how to find? Let me tell you, there is a simple trick to find this one. 2 raised to the power of n. So how many coins are there? There are 3 coins. So instead of this n, we will put it as 2 cube. So 2 cube, what is it? 8. So we will say there are total 8 outcomes. So you got that denominator part, that is 8. You got the denominator part, it is 8. Now from this one, what is your favorable outcome? To know the favorable outcome, what you have to do means you have to check your question. That's it. What is the given question? Inside the question it is mentioned that you have to find the probability of getting at least 2 heads. At least 2 heads means maximum it can be 3 also. right? At least 2 means it should not be 1. That's the meaning. It should not be 1. It should not be 0. Because the total occurrence of heads means it can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, or it can be 3. So among this, at least 2 means it can be 2 or it can be 3. Okay, so tell me, just imagine that what will be the outcomes. Simply let us write down the outcomes. What are they? It can be heads, heads, and heads. 3 coins when you're tossing, 3 of them came as heads. That can be one probability. What about another? 2 heads and third one tail. The first one tails and the other 2 ones heads. Then the first one head and the second one tail and the last one head. Is there anything more? Nothing. So these are the probability that you know that maximum 2 heads. You can see here maximum 2 heads are there. Here also 2. Here also 2. Here the maximum 3 are there. So at least 2 is there, right? At least 2 heads. Altogether, how much it is? There are totally 4. You have to count them, okay? To 4. So 4 by 8. Whenever you are writing the fraction or whenever you are mentioning the probability, you have to write in the simplest form. So tell me, 4 by 8 means it is 1 by 2. Inside the option, 1 by 4, 3 by 8, 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 are the options given. And now 1 by 2, the third option is the right options. So you will choose for the third one. So that's it. Here was the next question before you. In a single throw of a die, the probability of getting a multiple of 3 is. Here goes the options before you. 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 6 and 2 by 3. So what is the question here? A die is being thrown. When you are throwing a die, have you seen a die? Die means it's something which we used to play Ludo, right? For Ludo, a single die like this, a cubical shaped thing. So when you are throwing a die, the total number of occurrence is 6. Because in the die of a Ludo, you can see that there are 6 phases, numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, right? In the first phase there will be 1 dot, in the other phase there will be 2 dots, in the other phase there will be 3 dots, like this there are 6 dots in the 6th phase. So altogether we can say there are 6 phases for this one. So the total output or the total occurrence is 6. So we will write the remainder or we will write the denominator part as 6. From this 6, what is the favorable outcome? That's the thing which you have to find. So what is the favorable outcome? We have to find the probability of getting a number which is multiple of 3. So from what are the probabilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the numbers. Among this number, tell me which number will be the multiple of 3. That will be a favorable outcome, isn't it? So tell me from 1 to 6, what are the multiples of those numbers? 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. There are only 2 numbers, 3 and 6. There are only 2 numbers, 3 and 6. So there are 2 numbers. So counting the numbers, it comes to 2. So 2 by 6, making that in the short form, we will write it as 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is the correct option. Is it clear? So next question. The probability of guessing the correct answer to a certain question is x by 12. The probability of not guessing the correct answer to this question is 2 by 3. That means a question is being asked, and from that question there is a probability which is mentioned here that the guessed question is true. What is the probability given? It is x by 12. So x by 12 is the probability given, x by 12. This is the probability given. And from this probability, one more thing is given, that the probability of guessing not the correct answer, means not guessing the answer, right? The probability of not guessing the correct answer. That means there are 2 probabilities when a question is being asked. What are the 2 probabilities? You can get the correct answer, you can not guess the correct answer. You can guess the correct answer and you cannot guess the correct answer. These are the 2 probabilities only, right? And one thing is very clear, keep this in your mind. The total probability will be always 1. Means the maximum probability of an occurrence of an event is 1. So every probability comes inside the value of 1, means it will be between 0 and 1. The value of every probability will be 0 to 1, not more than 1, not less than 0. So we can see that the total probability of an event is 1. So here it is mentioned like this, that if a question is being asked, the probability of guessing the correct answer is x by 12, whereas the probability of not guessing the correct answer is 2 by 3. It's 2 by 3. So we can say this one plus 2 by 3, that should be equal to 1. X by 12 plus 2 by 3 should be equal to 1. So let us make like this. I'm just changing this here. Already it is 12. So I wish to bring this denominator part into 12. So as very simply you can solve this. So tell me, if you want to bring this denominator part into 12, what should you do? You have to multiply the denominator by 4. And if you are multiplying by the denominator by 4, definitely you have to multiply the numerator also by 4. So that this will become x by 12 plus here multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 4, you will get it as 8 by 12 is equal to, here it is 1. So keep it there. Taking x plus 8 is equal to 1. Cross multiplying, you will get x plus 8 is equal to 12. Now tell me what is x? It is 12 minus 8 and that's equal to 4. Isn't it? So 4 is the right answer. The value of x, that is the thing which you have to find. The options given are 2, 3, 4 and 6. So option number C, 4 is the right answer. This is the correct answer. Got it? So students, very similar to this question, let me give you one more. If P of E is equal to 0.05, it is given like this, P of E is equal to 0.05. That means probability of an event is 0.05. And you have to find then P not E. P not E is equal to. So you have to find P not E. Here I told you, when you are writing the total probability is 1. So here you can see it is an event. Okay, it's an event. So this event, the occurrence of that event is given as the probability of that occurrence of that event is given 0.05. You have to find the not occurrence of that event, not E. So as I told you, the total probability is 1. We can find, if you want to find not E, it should be 1 minus 0.05. 1 minus that number. So tell me what will be 1 minus 0.05? It will be 0.95, right? Because the total probability is 1. So that's it. So this is the way how to deal with this typical type. If it is not like that, it is given some probability is given, then they are asking that find the probability that it will not happen. So at the time it's the negative of that one. So every time just subtract it from 1. That will be your answer because the total probability is 1. So here goes the next question before you. A card is accidentally dropped from a pack of 52 cards. So there is a pack of 52 cards and one card is accidentally dropped. The probability that it is an ace is, the options given are 1 by 4, 1 by 13, 1 by 52 and 12 by 13. So these are the options given. So among this, one is the right answer, right? Okay. So regarding the playing cards, let me tell you one thing. The total number of cards which is given inside a playing card is 52 cards. Keep that in your mind. There are 52 cards. So from this 52 cards, we can say there are 4 categories. So 4 into 13. So in each deck of cards, there are in a deck of cards there are totally 52 cards, and in these 52 cards, they are divided into 13, 13, 13 and 13, like these 4 sections. Okay. So among them, 26 cards are red color cards and 26 colors are black colors cards. 26 cards are black color cards. So there are diamond cards, there are spade cards, there are heart cards and there are clubs cards. So these spades and clubs, they will be black in color. Diamond and heart, they are red in color. So this is the category, okay. So among this one, let me tell you that in this 13 cards, among these 13 cards, 3 of them are what we call the face cards. Face cards means one represents king, queen and another one jack. So king, queen and jack, K, J and Q. These 3 cards are what we call the face cards. Then another one more card is called, which is represented by a letter A inside that one, and that's what we call the card ace. So in one 13 set, inside one 13 set, we can say one will be A, like this A and A will be given here and here. If it is jack, it will be J and J. If it is queen, it will be Q and Q. If it is king, it will be K and K, like that. So this king, jack and queen, these 3 cards are what we call the face cards, and this is the ace card. So inside this 13 cards, so one will be ace and then one will be king, one will be jack and one will be queen. And the other 9 of them will be number cards. That means the numbers from 2 to 10. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So these cards, they will be numbered like this. So they are called number cards. So now you have to understand this question very perfectly. Among these 52 cards, a card is being chosen or a card is dropped accidentally, and you have to find the probability that the card is an ace. The card is an ace. So inside this deck of 52 cards, how many aces are there? I told you they are categorized into 13, 13, 13 and 13. That means 13 diamonds are there, 13 hearts are there, and 13 clubs are there, and 13 spades are there. These are the symbolic representations. So this is regarding the card. So we can say that inside these 13 diamond cards, there is a king, there is a queen, there is a jack, there is an ace, and there are number cards. Inside this one also it is there. Inside this category also is there. That means in each of these sets there will be one ace each, there will be one king each, there will be one queen each, and there will be one jack also in everything. And then the number cards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these number cards are also there. So all together, if you are taking all together, we can say that there are 4 aces. So out of 52 cards, there are 4 aces. Because here there will be an ace of diamond, ace of heart, ace of spade, ace of clubs. So we can say there are 4 aces. So out of 52, the favorable outcome is 4. Now if you are cutting them together, because in the fourth table you can cut them, it will become 1 by here 13, right? So 1 by 13 is the right option. So in this same question, if they are asking that what is the probability of getting a red king, notice red king, it is not mentioned that it is of diamond or it is of spade or is it of heart, like that. It is not, it's just mentioned that it is of a red king. So I already told you these two are the category which we say that they are red, because you can see those cards will be red in color. If you are taking this one, inside this one it will be totally red in color. The diamond will be red in color, and here this heart also will be totally reddish in color. So we can say these two are red in colors, whereas the other two said they are black in colors. So what is the question asked? Red king. So red king means it can come in this category, it can be there. One king will be in from this one, it's a red one. One king is in this one, that's also red one. So the favorable outcome is 2. So the answer will be 2 by 52. Cancelling them, you will get 1 by 26. So this is the way how to understand the question. If you know this figure regarding the playing cards, definitely from that one, whatever is relevant for your question, you can just choose it out. So this is the thing which you have to memorize. Hope it's very easy. Going to the next question. So here goes the next question before you. So from this question, it is very clear that there is a bag of marbles. A bag of marbles. And the color is clearly mentioned and the number is also given. Let us first of all note those things. What is given here? There are 3 green marbles. So we will write 3 green marbles, 4 blue marbles, and 2 orange marbles. Means all together there are 9 marbles. There are 9 marbles. So we know that out of 9 something is going to happen, and we are going to write there. Our favorable outcome. What is our favorable outcome? Just focus on your question. What is given in the question? You have to find the probability that it is not an orange marble. It should not be an orange marble. If it is not, how many oranges are there? Orange marbles are there. There are 2 orange marbles, right? There are 2 orange marbles. You have to find the probability. If they are asking that find the probability that the ball picked or the marble picked is orange, then definitely you can say 2 by 9 will be the answer. Because there are only 2 oranges. I mean orange color marbles, like not oranges, orange color marbles. There are only 2. So you can write 2 by 9. But here the question is that you have to find the probability that the marble is not an orange marble. The marble picked is not an orange. If it is not an orange, then what is the probability? There is a probability that it can be green or it can be blue. So how many green are there? 3. How many blue are there? 2. All together, 3 plus 4, it is 7. So 7 by 9 is the answer. 7 by 9 is the answer. Like that you will get it. Or in other words, we can choose like this also. See, 2 oranges are there. So we can say the probability of getting a orange marble is 2 by 9. But that's not our question. Not orange. So what about not orange? 1 minus 2 by 9. What is 1 minus 2 by 9? It is 7 by 9. In that method also you can find the answer. But I think this is much more easy. When you're getting a probability of a question regarding the probability of balls, marbles like this, you just write like this. So that very fast, in just a glance, you will get the outcome, you will get the output that this is the thing, 3 green, 4 blue, 2 orange, altogether there are 9. And what is the favorable thing? What is the question mentioned? So straightforward, you can add and you can put, because here it is very clear that there is no need of any steps or rules or anything, right? Straightforward, you are doing this in your rough work area. So in your language, you can make it, and from that one, you can bring the answer. That's it. Hope you understood. So here goes the next question before you, and in this question you can see that a bag is containing some number cards which is numbered from 1 to 25. So there are 25 cards. There are 25 cards. So out of 25 we are going to write something. So there are 25 cards inside this bag. That's the first thing given here. Then a card is drawn at random from this one. And you have to find the probability that this card which is drawn from this group of bag, from this set, this card which is drawn, it should be divisible by both 2 and 3. If a number is divisible by 2 and 3, if a number should be divisible by 2 and 3, then definitely that number will be divisible by 6. Is that clear? Because 2 is a prime number, 3 is another prime number, 2 3s are 6. So definitely, if a number is divisible by 2 and 3, then definitely that number should be divisible by 6 also. So actually, indirectly they are asking this question that you have to find the probability that the number or the card which is drawn should be divisible by 6. That's the original question. But they just twisted it and they are giving to you like this. A number should be divisible by both 2 and 3. It means that the number is divisible by 6. So tell me, from 1 to 25, among these numbers, how many numbers are there which is divisible by 6? Just count on. 6, 12, 18, 24. The table of 6, right? More than 24 we can't go. Next one was 30, but there are only 25. So 6, 12, 18, 24. How many? 4 of them. So 4 by 25. That's it. That's your answer. 4 by 25. So that's why I told you, you will get this within 1 minute. Just if you understood the trick behind this one, how to analyze a question, how to bring them in your own language, how to mark them. That's the correct thing, how to understand, how to deal with the MCQ section. Because here, the timing is very more important and the time management is very much appreciated. So I hope you enjoyed today's class and the lesson of probability. So this is very simpler lesson. So forget not to study this again and again so that you will obtain the full marks and you will increase your speed while you are viewing and when you are practicing much more questions. Definitely your speed will be increased and your confidence level will be very much high. So wishing you all the best. So I'm winding up today's section here. We will again meet with the next video. And in that video, we will discuss a new chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye. Have a nice day.